Yeah, baby. Love Them Knives channel. LTK here. CH Knives. Just got this one in the mail recently. And look at that, baby. It is purple. When I got it out of the box, I go, I got the regular silver one. And I'm going, I know they make a different color, like a blue and different anode stuff. But when it came out of the box, I can't show you the purple now. I hit this with, I just hit it with soap and water, and it brought this back out. But it's, you know, it's kind of bluish, and it's kind of purplish, and probably should have hit it with Windex instead of just soap and water, but it's more purplish. It's a titanium framelock flipper with D2, like bead blasted blade. Really doesn't say anything on the blade. It's very, very sterile. And this is one of the ones that CH Knives has had out for a while. I haven't had. And paying the owner is too stingy to send me a free one, so I had to buy it. Isn't that horrible? That sucks. In any case, so I got this knife for a pretty good price. I think it was just under 50 bucks. So titanium framelock flipper D2, you know, you got the insert, flips great. Yeah, the insert over travel stop. And yeah, is it titanium? Well, let's have a look. Well, that is. Well, that is. That's not. Hardware? Yeah, stainless. I think they say 420 stainless on the screws. But yeah, obviously it's anodized. And it's a pretty knife. It reminds me a little bit, should I say this? Of one of the Tucson knives, like the TS29, am I thinking? And this is off the top of my head, so. A little bit like that. Although those knives are 50 bucks in there or so. So, you know, about the same price, I guess. Although it probably err on this side because I just know his consistency and his product is really good. And it's centered perfectly. Any any blade play, no. Lock rock, no. Flipper tab's got jimping. See that? So if I'd quit flipping the knife around, you could get a good look at it. Like that backspacer, the old tank tread looking deal. I like it. That's nice. You got all these milled lines here, different lines, different angles, different cutouts. So it wasn't like it was a real easy little doodah to do. You got a big, huge lanyard hole in here that's incorporated through the backspacer. So it's completely enclosed. Flipper tab, not too obtuse at all, is it? Let's see what we got. You know, it's a fairly light knife. And, you know, I don't know. Let me... nah, never mind. I'm not going to do it here. No, but it's a fairly light blade, so it's a little harder to gravity flip them at that point. And it's a 7.5 probably on the detent scale, 1 being the easiest, 10 being the toughest. So yeah, but it's easy one-hander, isn't it? Just like that. I don't think you're going to get much of a hydraulic drop on this. You ain't got much blade weight to drop. Clonk. Nice detent, yeah. So it's set up really good. I like it. I don't think that purple's going to stay purple very long in my hands. So it's one of those things where you got to, you know, dust it off with a little Windex to get the color to come back to you. Looks like the pass-through is a little bit raised, so you can push the lock bar aside, and it is easy to do. This is a real easy little knife to handle. And let's see what we got. Well, we got a 3.5 inch blade, which is under 9 centimeters, 8.5. 88 millimeters, 21 centimeters overall, 8.25 overall length. So 3.5 inch blade, you know, your standard EDC dealy bobber. And let's zero this dog out. And so we've got 0.116 of an inch. 0.125 would be an eighth. So it's right at about 3 millimeter thick blade stock, D2. Which we'll discuss that a little bit here. 10.6 millimeter thickness and 0.42 inches, so not quite a half inch thick. We can go back down in here, maybe. Still same. So, it's fairly slender. It's 3.5 inches, just over 8 overall. Not bad there. Let's see what we got for a weight. It feels pretty light. Easy to flick. Easy one-hander to operate. 3.8 ounces. Pretty light. 106 grams. Get out of here. 3.7. So, what is this knife? Well, that's kind of the deal, isn't it? I mean, I thought, okay, is it the 3503? Is it the 3501? Is it the 3002? 3504? No, none of those. Okay, so here's the guy I got it from. It was on DHgate. Tianyi? I don't know. A lot of them call it that. So it says D2, ball bearings, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 49. So it's right under 50 bucks. Okay. I thought that was interesting. But here's another one. Now, long wind. And this one is 9CR18 MOV steel. Same price. Okay. And then I've seen, instead of long wind or Tianyi, it's fin, F-I-N. It's many, many names. And maybe somebody will straighten me out on that because I am still a little mystified by that. What I thought was nice was I got this knife in this box. You got the little thingy that it, you know, plastic sleeve it goes into. Check this out. Freaking got an extra set of bearings. I don't know if those are steel or ceramic. Kind of right off the bat they look ceramic, but well, there's one way to tell, right? Wow, you're right. They must be ceramic. There's no magnetism to them. So they must be ceramic bearings in there. Oh well. I mean, that's just my guess. You know, the brass or whatever bronze casings around there wouldn't be magnetic, but nothing's magnetic there. So interesting. 8.5 inches. I mean, 8.25 inches overall. 3.5 inch blade. 3 millimeter blade stock. Under 4 ounces. Very slender, easy carry knife. CH knives, I really like their stuff. Like I said, you know, and they get kind of glitzy on some of these knives. This is not a flipper. This is not a flipper. This is a flicker. If I can flick it. There you go. So, stonewash, you know, here we go revisiting all this. The 3503 and Pretty knife. D2 as well. And you know, somebody says, well, that's an extra set of bearings right there in case you... Sorry. No, it's not. But it's interesting. It's like a fidget tool. So you got that. Then you got the ever famous and infamous 3501. Because this is really a cool knife. I've had some of my viewers say this is probably, is D2 as well, probably best flipping knife of the bunch, of the CH bunch. And you know what? It'd be hard to argue with that. Talk about wild. It's a wild child. Ha! Okay, so what? And this was fairly recent. This is one of their more recent releases, the 3002. Their new monogram for 2017, S35VN blade. And this is super light too. Really super light. 3.5 inch, so let's compare. Right? We're talking just about the exact same knife. Only this is even maybe a little bit, I don't know. It's about the same. This is a little bit more chunky maybe than this one, or it looks that way. You know? But they're pretty much dead on. Same size. So, lightweight, easy carry knives. You didn't think I was really going to leave this out of the party, did you? So, the 3504, which is also S35VN. This was the baby that started off for me on the CH brand. The skull. 3504, great knife. S35VN, sharp blade, stonewash again. And these come in this deep bronze or black, whatever you want to call it, kind of a black wash bronze. Gold is another one, yellowish gold, and then a blue, bright blue. So, and for those of you that think you saw a green one, that was just that yellow one in real funky lighting. There is no green one. Too bad. Shit, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Make me a purple one too. And then the Matsuda D2. Hell, these are running like freaking $59 now. This is one of my favorite of the CH. Maybe my favorite, other than the traditional skull knife. This in the hand, you got to feel. I don't know if you're into the, you know, the anode that he did, this kind of scattered deal, but you feel this knife. And, you know, make sure you get the tool when you get it from the seller. They have sellers. They showed the tool that'll come with this. So you got the tool for the proprietary. You know, you got just normal Torxes for this. But, I mean, but this in the hand feels so different. A very good detent, although now I got a story for you, right? One of the viewers says, I just got this Matsuda in, and the detent is absolutely not even there. He says, I have the worst luck. I mean, he got one of these, and I guess it was missing some screws or something. I don't know. I mean, it's so weird, but it's, I don't know who else has ever had a problem. It's just like this guy is cursed. And it's really kind of sad, actually. It was a little funny in a way, but kind of sad because you're going, well, he's got to get back with the seller and have the seller make right with that. And it's tough because you're talking like 60 bucks. What are you going to do? Back and forth with China. So that's kind of your predicament. When you do business through DHgate and AliExpress, it's like, you spent 60 bucks, and where's your backup in case something goes wrong? I've been lucky. You know, I think I've had one like little $20 clone or something be weird, but other than that, it's never been something that I couldn't just like disassemble the knife and blow it out, clean it out, whatever, or just oil the pivot or something and it straightened right up. These were always good, right in the box. They weren't greasy or oily. They came right out of the box, dry and nice and set up and always functioned well. So I don't know. It's just so weird. It is. It's just beyond bizarre. One of our viewers has just had, I mean, I feel like, dude, I almost felt like, send me the bad knives that you got from CH and I'll give you the good knives and then I'll work it out with him. But, I mean, I know Ping, the owner of CH Knives. I've done videos for him that he's posted on his Facebook page and Instagram. And so I'll leave those links to his Instagram and his Facebook page for you to check up. He's got a new model that's going to be coming out. And I saw another one that was real funky. It's like this one, but no skull. And a different kind of granular, grainy kind of pattern on it. It was, I don't know, he called it the anniversary knife or something. I don't know. In any case, so he's always cooking with something in there. Got some kind of a tactical titanium pen in there too. So God only knows. He's always up to something. But yeah, this is my group of CH knives, and, you know, I keep them. They're just good knives. And you know what? I carry the, I've carried this Matsuda a couple times, but I've carried these skull knives a lot. I haven't. I think I've carried this one once, and I don't think I've ever carried this one or this one. But these, the Matsuda, and this one, infrequently, mostly the skull. I'll pick up that blue skull knife that I've got, not this one, but the blue, and carry it pretty often because it's just so easy. I mean, this just flips so good. And there's one guy that got some other knife, and he goes, dude, go back to the skull. Skull just flips so good. It's just a great, you know, you don't get much better in the CH line than this. And yeah, I mean, as far as, you know, the overall design, because I love the skull thing. If you don't like skulls, that's really ruins it for you. This one is also just an incredible flipper and a beautiful knife. And I like this. I like this pimp daddy deal. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty crazy, pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm just playing with knives now, aren't I? I was supposed to be doing a review on this one. The Finn Tianyi Long Wind CH knife with no name and apparently no formal designation here. Nothing on the blade, nothing on the box. But a nice, slender, easy carry that really, this one's like $120 or varies, you know, from if they have them on sale or whatever, but around $120. That's $35. This is D2 and or 9CR18 MOV, however that happens, for right just at or below $50. So for a light, nice, easy, slender, easy flipping EDC, yeah, this is a good deal. And the guy was like, give me a list of your top 5 knives. And I think I gave him a list of my top 7 under 100. And 3 of these were in my top 7. So, I mean, I tried to mix it up. I didn't want to just like look like I'm a total sellout for CH. So I gave him other knives that might be if he's not into the CH brand. But I mean, 3 of my top 7 were CH knives because, I mean, S35VN titanium frame lock flipper is really hard to beat for, what are these, 75 bucks? Just saying. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Nice, easy to carry, good knife. And then, you know, these others are just fascinating. I love this one with the spinner built in. Get your own fidget tool. Yes, it's a frame lock, but no, it's not a flipper. But you know, it's kind of a, you know, refreshing not to necessarily be a flipper. Wonderful. All right, I'm going to leave you alone. I've bothered you enough. But yes, this edition. Do I like this knife? Yeah, I do. It's not my favorite CH knife, though. Not at all. No. It's not my favorite of the CH brand. Really, if I have to give one of these knives up, it'd probably be this one. Because although this is very inexpensive and it's great and it's light and it's small, there's just so much charm with some of the others that have been, you know, the splashy Ano and the fidget tool, the Matsuda design that really feels awesome in the hand and that compound grind. Pimplelicious over here and Skull, and then this is just so elegant and beautiful that, yeah, I guess when you make such nice knives, it's hard to bring another one out. And this one came out before this one anyhow. But it's hard to bring one out and then how are you going to top what you've been doing? It's not easy. And we'll see what his new one looks like. It's interesting. You got to go on his site and his Instagram and look at it. Now that looks interesting. It kind of looks a little bit like this one down here. So we'll see. I don't know how big it is. I haven't asked him, but 30 days, he says, be out on the market. So we'll go from there. Thanks for joining me. You know what we do? We love them knives. Stay sharp.